Is there some hot sauce over there? Are we doing hot ones? I had a dream that Stringer Bell from The Wire was trying to murder me with an axe. And then I woke up and to get myself back down to earth, I was Googling Idris Elba. And I watched a little bit of his hot ones. Did you know that he did the perhaps questionable Apple song for one of the Apple ads? I had no idea that it was Idris Elba who did that questionable Apple song. What song? It's just a questionable song. What does he say? He says it's the biggest. It's not. He says the biggest boss of the summer, I think, or the biggest something of the summer. But it just sounds like something else, you know. Yeah, biggest bounce of the summer. You're more confused now. It honestly shook me to my core. Because I remember when that commercial came out and everyone was so perturbed by the song, including me. And it was acclaimed actor Idris Elba who plays the Stringer Bell among other characters. I couldn't believe it.
Biggest.
This the biggest bounce of the summer.
That was on the radio? I know. Yeah, the iPhone 14. biggest bounce of the summer. Anyway, I was watching his hot ones, but I didn't get very far because in the very first question, he was like, how come you didn't introduce me as a rapper too? And then I was like, wait, he's a rapper? And then, I just want to say his acting is very good, impeccable. One of my favorite characters in The Wire. Anyway. Okay, sorry, we're getting way too lost. I'm trying to play a game. Please sort the salad on the screen. My gosh, the fastest squatter in all the land. You can toss and you can rotate. It's got all the horror game classics. You've got a flashlight. Wow. You've got a zoom. Whoa. Can we talk about Twilight? We can always talk about Twilight. What is there to say? Are they still making the Twilight anime or something? Who said that? I've just been reading the... I don't know if I should say this, admit this. You've heard enough about my Reddit media diet already. You've already heard too much. But you could always hear more. I've been reading the... Well, first I was on the Severance subreddit, and then, you know, the longer you spend on a subreddit, the more you get sick of it, and then you end up on the okbuddy Severance subreddit instead. And it's pretty good. Everybody is just posting, because there were too many posts on the Severance subreddit that were like, did anyone else realize that it was actually... Okay, wait, I'm gonna spoil Severance, I'm sorry. Okay, well, I won't spoil it. It was actually this person and not this person when they were doing that, and my mind is blown. Which is like the point of the show. So if people were like, were you even paying attention? So now people are posting on the okbuddy Severance subreddit. Like, did anyone else realize that Edward was a vampire? Did anyone else realize that? I just realized that and my mind is kind of blown. I might be onto something. I know I'm about to make a video essay about my theory. I know he doesn't drink blood of humans, but hear me out. I think he might be a vampire. Comment on the direwolf situation. I did see that they're trying to make a DIY direwolf, which is kind of ridiculous. We have dire wolves at home. But why? I don't know, cause nobody watched Jurassic Park. Cause we need to watch Jurassic Park again. We didn't learn. I mean, a slightly big wolf. I know. Apparently, the gray wolf, which is what they use. If you don't know, they're like editing the genes of gray wolves to have like genes from direwolves, genes that we associate with direwolves based on like direwolf DNA that they got. But they're just editing a gray wolf to be more like a direwolf, which does not make it a direwolf, especially because I don't think a gray wolf is even that close to a direwolf in the first place. Yeah, they edited like 14 genes and then they were like, here we go. You know, the most ridiculous thing though is that they insist that the direwolf must have a white coat and not a. I think they think most real direwolves were like brown or gray, not white. But they're like, no, it has to have a white coat. And also, we're naming it Khaleesi for no reason at all. I think maybe they're just a little bit too into Game of Thrones. They're working on their Game of Thrones themed park or something. You think they didn't read Game of Thrones? Probably not. Seems very Reddit. They're working on woolly mammoths. Wait, I think I did hear about that. I don't know. What's my opinion on it? It's like, we could do this, or we could like, you know, try to conserve the species that we do have on Earth today. Well, I don't know. That's just an idea. Just an idea for you out there. Woolly mice. They're reviving the White Walkers next. Oh boy. What if dodos? What if the thousands of insect species that have gone extinct that no one cares about because they're just little bugs and they're not a charismatic megafauna? What about them? Don't support any of this, but you'll take dodos. What if we domesticate red pandas? Because I would like one as a pet. And I feel like they're the perfect size for a pet, you know? They're basically cat size, maybe a little bigger. They're very fuzzy. I feel like they would like to be hugged if we domesticate them. What about tapirs? No, let the tapirs run wild and free. Let the tapirs be. I am gonna play Monster Hunter also. I am. I need to think about who my character will be. Who to make. I may or may not stream it at some point. But first I'm gonna try it off stream. Golem! That would be good. Apparently it's very, you know, it's you can customize it very well. I've seen Keanu Reeves in Monster Hunter, and I was surprised at how in-depth the customization is. It's very deep. Please don't use the G word. Are you talking about Gollum? Are you talking about when I said to graduate? I like to think you mean Gollum. Please don't say the G word. Please do not talk about Gollum here. So this tower, wow, you can really see far. You can even see that tower all the way from over here. It's so cool. I was watching a video. It was like a meme video of what Elden Ring would be like if different companies invented it. And there was like Elden Ring if it was made by Bethesda. And there was just a loading screen. Like every minute there was a loading screen. It did make, watching that made me appreciate like how open the world is, how immersive it is. Oh, it's open now. This joke is overused. I know, I mean, I love Elder Scrolls. I love Skyrim. Honestly, the loading screens in Skyrim don't even bother me that much. I'm used to it. I play Skyrim all day long.